Hi, I'm Linda Matthews, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make these cute specimen frames that are ideal to use as embellishments in your junk journals. You can insert all sorts of clip art or dried flowers or even quotations and phrases into the frames. I'll be using a template set that's available in my online store to make these specimen frames. But you could also make your own frames by cutting out pieces of printed cardstock or thick scrapbook paper that you already have in your paper stash. I've printed these frames onto cardstock using some of the printable papers included in this month's Junk Journal Printables Club. The templates include 4 frames in different sizes as well as a set of labels, and come in 2 different formats: PDF format, so you can print and use with your own printed papers, and PNG format, which gives you more options for designing in a photo editing program. To use the PDF format, simply put a piece of printed cardstock into your printer and open the PDF file in a PDF reader. Make sure the page scaling option is set to none so it prints at the correct size. Then print. To use the PNG format, open one of the files in a photo editing or graphic design program such as Photoshop or Canva, which is free. You can find a link below showing you how to use the templates in Canva. I'm using Affinity Photo. Once the template file is open, simply add a digital paper and move it to a layer below the template. You can use one digital paper or several if you want your frames to have different colours and designs. Once you've added your papers, move them to a layer underneath the template and position them where you prefer. You can move the files around and resize them to make them fit better. Once you've completed the design, save it as a JPEG file and print it out. During the design process, you can also add digital clip art, which saves you gluing clip art on once the frames are printed. Add a piece of clip art, position it on one side, then copy and flip it horizontally for the other side. Or you can add different clip art designs to each side. Once you've finished designing, save it as a JPEG file, print it out and cut out the pieces. To assemble the frames, fold them in half and glue the pieces together. Use a bone folder to make sure the creases are sharp so the frame lays flat. If there are any white edges showing, you can hide them by running an ink pad and applicator around the edges. Designing and printing them out this way is a quick and easy way to make your frames. Once they've been folded and glued, you can add a label to the front. If you already have cut-out clip art that you want to use, you can use the blank frames and glue the pieces to the background. If you use the PDF template, you'll notice that the inner section of the frame will need to be cut out. This is because your printer isn't able to print the colour white. This step will also be necessary if you're making your own frames from cardstock that you have in your paper stash. To cut these sections out, first fold the frames in half and press the crease with a bone folder. To cut using scissors, first cut a cross section using a craft knife so you can insert your scissors easily, and then carefully cut away the inside. For a more accurate cut, you can use a craft knife and a ruler. Using scissors is a bit safer than using a craft knife, but a craft knife and ruler will give you a straighter cut. If using a craft knife, you can fold the frame in half and cut through both sections at the same time for a more accurate cut. Once the inside sections are removed, cut some white cardstock pieces that are slightly larger than the inside frame area. Apply glue to the inside of the frames, insert the white cardboard section, then fold the frame over and press together. If there are white bits showing along the edges, either cut them away with a small pair of scissors or use a stamp pad and applicator to colour them. You can also add clear inserts inside the frames. Using clear inserts gives a fun, floating appearance to clip art or whatever else you want to insert into your frame. For clear inserts, you can use any type of clear material, such as cellophane bags, sheet protectors, clear sticker sheets, or even hot or cold laminating sheets. Cold laminating sheets are pretty much like clear sticker paper. Or you could even print some clip art images onto a sheet of vellum, which is frosted rather than transparent. To insert a piece of printed vellum, use a frame with the inner section cut out, then position the frame over the image. Using a pencil, trace around the outside of the frame and cut out the vellum section. Then trim the sides so that the vellum sits neatly inside the frame. Apply some glue to the inside of the frame, position the vellum section, then press the pieces together. If there's any white bits showing around the edges, cut them away or hide them using an ink pad and applicator. To make this transparent frame, I've cut a piece of sheet protector slightly larger than the inner frame area. I've cut it on the fold to make it easy to handle, however you could use 2 single pieces. To attach it to the frame, run some glue around the edge of one of the cutout sections and press the transparent sheet into position. Transparent sheets can be used for things like pressed flowers and leaves, and even clip art. I've cut these pieces of clip art on my brother's scan and cut machine. One is a mirror image of the other, and they've been cut very accurately, so they can be glued together with edges matching exactly. To attach the item to your transparent section, add a touch of glue to both sides and then position it on the frame. Then glue around the edges, fold the frame over and press in place. You can finish off the frames with embellishments such as gluing on labels. Make the corners round using a rounded corner punch. And if you like to sew, attach a piece of lace or ribbon at the top to make a loop, and then add some stitching around the edges.